Well, guess where we are today? There's only one place in the US that has a wonderful view like this, and it is, of course,
Longwood Gardens, and we're celebrating a retro Christmas.
there's so much to see. Let's get on the tracks.
All right, let's go, Paul. Well, this is amazing, and I'm here with Jim Sutton, the Associate Director of Display Design here at Longwood Gardens, and I can't believe this. This is spectacular this holiday season, and you're the man responsible for this area.
I am the head elf. So
yes,
yeah.
I love it.
So we have lots of talented staff that help bring this to life, but it is my job to help develop the theme and to guide all the projects. And right now you're in the main conservatory, one of our prominent display spaces. The theme for Christmas is a very retro Christmas.
Yes.
So what we wanted was we wanted people to have memories from their past and enjoy things in the present. So we recreated a street scene here with the vintage tinsel garlands that you would have had in Main Street America.
Yes.
So, and this fern floor is a nice long space. It's 70 feet long, so it lends itself to making a very long vista. And so we want the water to look like a wet road and a nice big terminal fountain at the end with big trees, sort of a little postcard, if you will, of what a Main Street could look like in the 40s or 50s.
You completely captured it. You completely transported back to that time. And those street swags, I went bananas when I saw them because you really do feel like you're coming down the street.
And they're original.
Why don't we talk about some of the plant materials around because they're sensational.
Sure, we grow 70% of all the plants we need for our displays. Of course, the holiday favorites, the poinsettias. So those are mostly grown in-house. And we grow varieties that you can't find in the industry because we want tall poinsettias with big bracts on them. So it happens to be a Santa Claus series. So we keep the Santa Claus, we keep stock on them in white, red, and pink. So we can have them every year. But I also like to use all the new varieties of poinsettias on the market. The orange ones, the yellow ones, the green ones. So it's fun to show people the diversity within this iconic plant. And then of course we also use lots of other seasonal plants, amaryllis, winterberries, hollies, cyclamen. So all the plants that are traditional for this time of year are included in our display.
Thank you so much, Jim, but we're not finished yet because there's the beautiful center walk tree right across, and you're going to join Paul and talk a little bit more about that.
Yes.
Well, I've got Jim to join me here in the orangery, or orange room?
Well, orangery, right, was the term for it, yep.
Excellent. Look at this tree behind us. Now, Jim, you know all about this, so explain away.
Sure, it's a pretty magnificent tree. So it's an 18-foot Fraser fir. It is harvested from Pennsylvania. This tree we've decorated from the top to the bottom, but at the top we went a little bit lighter, and as you go down the tree, the ornaments get heavier and bigger.
And bigger, yes.
Yeah, a lot of these are from our collection. So we do save our ornaments from year to year, but we also add to them. So currently we're about 67,000 ornaments and 600 different types.
How many do you think are on this tree?
This one probably has about 3,000.
3,000?
Because it took 20,000 ornaments to do this year.
It's absolutely, and these are not light ornaments. I see there's glass balls in there.
Oh yeah, some of them are quite heavy. We usually start decorating from the inside of the tree and work our way out.
So we just stepped inside from the Christmas tree onto the lawn here, and we are surrounded by thousands of poinsettias.
Yes, poinsettias on every walkway. We try to use all the different colors. Now, when it comes to the traditional red...
Now, Jim, I can see straight away, as soon as I said poinsettias, your face just lit up. You must love these plants.
It's my job to pick the different colors, and I'm always looking in the market to see the new ones. We don't use a lot of the new cultivars, but it is important to see what the industry is developing.
Gotcha.
So like this year, we have the yellow one, we have the green one, we have one that has variegated foliage. So I do try to introduce some new poinsettias, but we also know that people want to see a certain percentage of traditional red poinsettias.
All right, we need some tips, because everyone gets some poinsettias. How do you get them through a year?
They do. Don't let them dry out.
Don't let
they
them dry
don't
out.
like to dry out, because if they dry out, they'll turn yellow and drop their leaves. And then they don't like temperature extremes.
Okay.
They want to be kept in that 60 to 70 range, not on top of a heater.
Okay.
You know, a nice sunny windowsill or a table by a window is just fine for them.
No forced air duct right next to it?
No, that's a little too much hot air for them.
Well, Jim, this tree is quite amazing. Now, I'm looking at this. It's a real tree, and it looks like real poinsettias, yeah?
Oh yes, definitely the real thing here. So we call these floral trees, and what we do is we have a process where there's poles that go up parallel to the trunk, and we put rings off of them. The rings are actually what hold the pots of poinsettias in place.
Drops into it and holds it?
Perfectly, and then we run an irrigation line up and little emitters to each and every pot. So that's how we keep everything alive on the tree.
But you've obviously had plenty of years experience.
Well, we start with the perfect tree from one of our local sources, and then the poinsettias we grow. So we grow 70% of all the plants we need.
So you're
these
controlling
poinsettias,
it. Controlling
we know
the
what they're going to
product,
look like.
as they say. Excellent. Well, we couldn't leave the orangery without talking about citrus. So this is your token, a rather wonderful specimen of what? What is it?
Yeah, this is an Oro Blanco grapefruit. And the reason we have citrus out here is you would have called this place an orangery because at the turn of the century, growing citrus was so prized. They were so out of season, and we couldn't ship them like we can today. So for that reason, we always keep some citrus on the lawn, and we've chosen to keep grapefruit out here because they turn that nice yellow color, and it goes with everything else we plant around it.
It's an absolutely wonderful display, Jim.
Sure,
Thanks
my
very
pleasure.
much for telling us all about it.